So, yeah, it's a big game. We've highlighted a few players to watch. There's high hopes for this team. 2 NRL legends coaching, and we're just waiting for them to come out now. I think that is the Harold Matts boys, or as they come onto the field.
Here comes the Warriors as they're clapped on by all our Matty's team. They've got the white jersey today. Some of the players to look out for is definitely Patrick Moy in the centres, and also Eddie Iramia, number 12. Kalis, number 11, supposed to be a star too, and also Leka Halasima. There's some of the ones to keep an eye out for here today for all you Australian and Bunnies fans as the Bunnies get clapped onto the field. Led by TJ Herring, captain.
It's a beautiful day down here at Redfern Oval. The sun is shining, great weather for footy, and the boys will be excited to get this kick-off underway.
Andrew Roberts has just walked up.
35-minute halves.
Yep,
a couple of the boys here.
And also the General Toot 74 has given us $10. Great Channel brothers from Otara, New Zealand, mate. Welcome aboard. We love that the Kiwis are coming on our stream and watching their boys. David Felstad's been a member for 4 months, and also Trevor Gillis has been a member for 10 months. So, you know, we always go behind the scenes. We come to Rabbitohs training and we interview the players. We've interviewed them all, Latrell Mitchell, Cody Walker, you name it, we've mentioned them and we've spoken to them. But
geez, I like the look of the Warriors jumpers, guys. The white jumper with the black shorts. They look fast, they look big, they look athletic, and looking forward to a great game here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, can't wait for this one as we're about to get it underway. Looks like it's going to be taken by Kelly Lupo, the halfback. Kelly Lupo gets us underway with a low 2-iron down to the northern corner as the Bunnies ruck it out through number 5, Hayes Mellors. He's got a little haircut there, Brownie, from last week. He had the mop going, but we've won an early penalty there. He's got a good frame on him, good size, Hayes Mellors.
Yeah, just a cheer from the crowd there for Hayes. That's it, Hayes.
And you spoke about him before on the pre-game show, chaps. He likes to come in and do the tough stuff. He likes them big hit-ups in the middle of the field, and we're going to need that today.
Going to need that today, definitely, as we get it back underway. Gets it out to Setafane Sele, about 45 metres out from his own line. He's flipped over on his back there. A nice strong tackle from New Zealand. So it goes out to Liam LeBlanc. Dummies with a player off his hip. Plays it in Warriors territory. Herring looks left, goes right. Big JC rolling the sleeves up there. As Herring plays it back. Out LeBlanc playing at first receiver. Turns the big number 10, JC, underneath. I think I got JC and Sele mixed up there, the bookends, as we go left here. Our sharp left. Second man. The Warriors pushed up there and took the space out, which was nice defence by the Warriors. Must have had a look at the tape from last week on Bunnies TV live and free. As LeBlanc, a lot of touches, LeBlanc, early in this game. Crossfield kick. And the Warriors are good enough to get up there and bring that one down through their back 5. A really strong, big, athletic-looking back 5, Brownie.
Yeah, well, that was it was a great set, and that's what you want from your first set of the game, is to complete and get to your kick. The ball did go to the ground down that left-hand edge, but we recovered that and got to a kick. And now the Warriors are going to look to work it out off their line.
Yeah, strong carry there. Looking for numbers here on their jerseys. They're obviously facing the opposite way to us, but nice quick play of the ball. Back down the middle of the field, lands on his front.
And a shout out just quickly, chaps, to a Darius Strickland from New Zealand, who donated $10 to the coverage. A big thank you to Darius, and welcome everyone here who was watching from over there in New Zealand, bringing this coverage to you guys.
Yeah, nice carry there by Palipi, but he's coughed it up. But they look fast there, Brownie. They played the ball quick. They played through they tried to go through the front door down the middle of the Rabbitohs, and I like what I've seen from the Warriors so far. Well,
like I said in the pre-game show, chaps, every time I used to play the Warriors, they were big, fast and athletic, and this team looks no different.
And they're going to take it to the middle here for the scrum.
And Sio Carly took that kick. Mava, he looks good too, mate.
Yeah, well, we saw a bit of him on TikTok.
Big bloke.
And he can run. So look out for him if he gets in a bit of space because he's a little bit like a...
Ken Mamalo, maybe. Like that same body shape as big Kenny Mamalo, the former Warrior. As we win the scrum. Out the back. It's gone left. Out there to Daniel Wright. He holds onto the pill with Ty Munro in support. Back to Munro. Munro for a scurry from dummy half. Gets it 32 metres out from the Warriors' goal line. These are 35-minute halves here, Brownie, not the full 40 like first graders. Big Tommy Fletcher.
And Simon Shields just messaged in, the Warriors number 11 is the grandson to the Union legend Peter Fadialofa. And yes, that's right. Adam Blair told us that before the game. So keep an eye on him, number 11 for the Warriors.
Yeah, a bit of rugby
nice play.
2-on-1. Ty Munro puts the ball down, does a bit of a somersault, a la Steve Maven, a bit Larry at the end of that try. Beautifully worked play down the left-hand side.
Well, similar to our top grade where we worked down our left-hand edge and the lethal left, and Tyrone Munro, similar to what we did last week, played down that left-hand edge, a little play out the back, and we gave it to the try-scoring machine. Nice hands there.
It's good to see Leroy Murray getting involved there early. He's coming in, filling big shoes of Jai Gray, who's the star Queensland 5'8", who's come down. Nice touch, the boy from Cowra. Shout out to all you people online there from Cowra. I know I spoke to Gary Burke this morning. He's a big Cowra boy. Good luck to all you guys out there. Nice touch. Ty Munro in the south-east corner. 4-0 Rabbitohs, 30 to go.
And it's no surprise, Mavo, that Tyrone Munro scores untouched, similar to our left-hand edge in the first grade where Alex Johnson scores so many tries down that left-hand edge and goes in untouched. And that's what the try-scoring machine in the SG Ball, Tyrone Munro, just did then.
Well, those that watched our coverage, the last live coverage of these boys, Tyrone scored 4 tries, flashing down the wing. He's very elusive and he's got a lot of pace. Now, he started off at the Maddo Tigers and then he went to the Botany Rams, another Botany Ram. Got to love that. And, so he's also close to the Fox, Josh Adokar, good mates with him. And we've got another mate of his coming on maybe at half-time, Brownie.
Yeah, well, hopefully he's here. And the Humdinger, he's a TikTok influencer, a social media influencer. If you're not following him on TikTok, make sure you follow the Humdinger. And he's a very good, I think he might be related to Ty Munro. And I'm pretty sure Ty is a Glebe boy, comes from the inner city suburb of Glebe, which is only a couple of kilometres away. But like you said, Mavo, another Botany Ram, and there's plenty of them in this team.
Oh, nice start from the Rabbitohs. Ty Munn lines this one up about a metre in from touch. Comes through, but touch judges don't like that one.
And a shout out to you,
4-0.
Brett Mailing, watching all the way from Bali. Bagus, Malo.
Tarima Kasich for coming on. Malo.
Brett Mailing, fallen Rabbitoh, outstanding young player, just probably crippled by injury. His first grade path was blocked, but he played a lot of lower grades for the mighty South Sydney Rabbitohs. One of the great characters of the club.
And a shout out to the Den Music, who just donated $5. Thanks for the lives.
Oh, wow.
Thanks for the live, guys. South Sydney till I die. Yes, that's how we feel here as well.
Good on you,
here
Dan.
on Bunnies TV.
As Cowley Loper gets us underway again, Herring gets it out to Big JC.
Decent crowd in here now.
Decent crowd.
You can hear. We're up the back of Redfern Oval.
Another big carry.
Hazen Mellors it was, chaps.
Hazen Mellors, he's like a forward, isn't he? He's a monster as it goes out to the other front rower, JC again. Plenty of work from our middle forwards at the moment. A lot of touches from Liam LeBlanc as it gets out to big Tommy Fletcher.
The Axe, we call him.
Yeah, the South Sydney Rabbitohs fan.
He's been working with Sam Burgess too, Tommy Fletcher. And
works across the field there. I like the look of young Leroy Murray getting his hands on the ball, but this one might go out to back out to him again. He puts one up. Trying to test out Nabarisi here. As Nabarisi beats the first one, second one. Oh, he's gone out of touch. But I'll tell you what, he looked explosive, Brownie.
Well, he did, but it's probably 2 back-to-back errors from the Warriors that they need to start just getting back to completing their sets and getting the ball down the other end. South Sydney have had all the field position in the first couple of minutes of this game, and they're going to go on the attack again here.
Well, that's a coach killer, running out from when you get the ball from the kick. But we've got Fo B watching from Dubai. So thank you, mate, all the way from Dubai. And watching from Vakhazi's house. So, so welcome to all our people from all around the globe.
Mate, I know it's they're down and they've had a couple of little errors, but I don't like the look of some of these Warriors players. The fullback looks electric. If he can get in the clear, it could be put the glasses down as South Sydney go on the attack. Hawkins out to Murray. The two halves combining. We've had a little error here. Turnover.
Well, that's a coach killer.
Warriors
too.
have scooped it up.
dropping the ball in the first tackle. And now they've compounded the error with a little bit of push and shove there. Well, that was Dane Towns, number 1 there. He got a little bit fiery. So
that's just a little welcome to Redfern. That's all that is. We're just letting you know where you are, right in the heart of the city, about a kilometre from the centre of the CBD, a real cosmopolitan area. And I'll tell you what, house prices have gone through the roof down here at Redfern. They were giving them away in the 60s, but now...
Well, the Warriors are going to go on the attack here for the first time in the game.
And you can just see on the NG Farah scoreboard, it's South 4, Warriors 0. There's 26 minutes to go in this first half here at Redfern Oval.
Yep, scoreboard update there. The Warriors are untidy at dummy half.
Well, chaps, that's three errors on tackle 1, and the Warriors have had to do some defending early, and they're going to have to defend another set here from the South Sydney Rabbitohs.
And Adam Blair, Coach Adam Blair, a couple of instructions. He might look to his bench early here. Who knows? Although the scoreboard is certainly only just a 4-point margin as South City missed that first goal.
And a shout out to Brett Gross, who also donated $10. A big thank you, mate. All that.
They're related to the former Rabbitoh, or it could even be him.
Yeah, might be.
Jesus, handy having these big wingers. We've seen Hayes Mellors do a few hit-ups just right then. You've seen Ty Munro come in from the left wing just to do that one-out hit-up early in tackle counters. Brady Hawkins is caught from dummy half. Nice marker work from the NZ Warriors. But they've just got inside New Zealand territory as we work it out. Too wide there. So push it out to Setavane Sella. His brother plays in the first grade squad. He's a great young player from the Kings Road area. Gets out to Leroy Murray. Second man play. 2-on-1. Daniel Wright tried to turn Taiman underneath, but nice defence. They're pretty organised on that right-hand side defensively.
They scrambled well then, the Warriors, and we attacked down that left-hand edge again, and it looks like that is going to be the area that we're going to go down throughout the game. We did that last week in the trials.
Lethal left.
The lethal
left like the Bunnies.
Left, yeah. It all started with Murray. Murray, second man, out the back to Dane Towns. Dane Towns to Daniel Wright. It looked really good as
a strong carry
these
there.
Warriors.
And great defence.
There's Thomas Fletcher in there.
As they push one right out in front.
The young kid from Canamble. Country boys are always tough, aren't they?
They are, mate. Dad's was he a turkey farmer, chaps?
Yep, he's a turkey farmer up just near Bulladila there.
Was he turned?
Shout out to Nick.
Turns big.
He's here today.
Photo loafer underneath, but there he goes there. Tanner Stower-Smith for the red headgear. Very distinctive. He stands out with that one. Nice carry. Quick play the ball too. Down to Fuka. He chips it over the top. Regathers. Bosses out the fullback. Scores under the post. With a big Steve Maven swan dive. Outstanding try from the Warriors. Came from a quick play the ball.
Well, he just picked it up and it was a quick play the ball from Towner Smith, the red headgear, who we were told to watch before the game. Got a quick play the ball. He took off.
Fuka. Look at the skill of him.
Nice chip and chase. Got the bounce and steamrolled the fullback, Dane Towns, and went and scored on the left-hand side of the upright, and it takes it to 4-all.
It's an outstanding try.
Oh, a great try, and they went straight through the middle. He got a good bounce, but it was the great kick and straight back into his arms, and that allowed him to steamroll young Towns there. And game on now, boys.
How good was that? Yeah, young Etawate Fuka, outstanding individual try there. Had a dummy half, seen that South Sydney hadn't got on side yet, chipped over the top, was good enough to get the bounce, and showed a lot of skill, but what about power? A young hooker like that to just barge over. Reminds me of Matty Utai back in the day on the wing there for the Bulldogs.
Yeah. A great individual try there, chaps. And look, he needed to get the bounce. He got the bounce. And
he's going to kick the goal too. What about this?
Yeah, but he's going to try to convert his own try. But a shout out to someone from Minnesota there, Mavo?
No, it's Dude Tay Bailoko, fueled by JP Den, enjoying from Minnesota, USA. This match is truly needed for its dead of winter here. Yet we finally get a heat wave and the temp is a balmy -3 degrees. Oh, cheers.
Oh, Minnesota, tough up there in the Great Lakes. Had a good season, the Minnesota Vikings, led by Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson. What a season by Justin Jefferson. One of the great wide receivers in the NFL. As Fuka lines it up, and no mistakes there. The New Zealand Warriors lead 6-4 over the South Sydney Rabbitohs. SG Ball.
I don't know if it is the Ryan Pappenhausen who's joined us, but if it is, a shout out to you, Pap.
Yeah, good luck. And well, I don't know if you've looked at some of the results from the weekend, boys, but the results from yesterday's SG Ball, the
Roosters were beaten there by Parramatta.
Yeah, the Raiders went down to Melbourne and beat them 66-0. So that was a big win there.
Yeah, it certainly was. There's some couple of pretty consistent results there. The Western Suburbs Magpies, who won the ball competition, they've come up and had their first win this year.
And the Warriors take a 6-4 lead after going down there for their first opportunity, and that's how long the fall. It's going to be a penalty.
Monroe. Looks like the wind swung around to the northeast now, and that wind's going to be coming behind South City at the moment in the face of the Warriors. Look, he looked to come off the boot nice, but he just overcooked it a little bit there, Brownie. Wasn't by much, but I'm sure he'll make up for that one.
And sales talk, Fuka was a huge get for the Warriors. The Blues wanted him for the Super Rugby, so that's a win for the Warriors to secure his services.
Mate, I really like the look of Fuka. He's a lively customer, power, skill, as he gets it onto Tanner Smith again. He is a handful, Tanner Smith, very well built. Gets it back, Fuka. As they turn another bloke underneath, the fens out. The big number 11, Kalis Fato Lofa. Fato Lofa's a real talent as well. Adam Blair tipped us off with him as Tanner Smith rolling the sleeves up here, Brownie.
And chaps, just a quick couple of shout outs to Paul Cullen, who donated $100. A big thank you to Paul. And the Guru. Also, the Rugby League Guru, $20. A shout out to you. If you're not following the Rugby Guru on his site, make sure you get on there and jump on his podcast.
Yeah,
Rugby League Guru is a legend, mate. Shout out to you, Nathan.
He gets on bloke in a bar.
And Fuka.
He's been held up. He liked his chances there.
Great defence there from the Rabbitohs. He got down low.
It's fifth tackle now as they get it out to Falupu. Falupu chips it over the top. Taimun had to play at it. There's a repeat set here from the Warriors. Fantastic after points.
Yeah, well, Fuka nearly went in. Another individual try close to the line. He burrowed down, got down low, and great defence there to hold him up.
Dane Towns was all over it after trying to make up from being trampled by him a little bit earlier. So, well done to Dane.
Yep.
And then Ty Munro did well to cover that kick and run it over the dead ball line for a...
So we've got a few Rabbitohs players in here, all the half the squad's here in the stands. We just saw
C.O. Carley brings it back, Mavo, big wind up.
Yep.
But the boys are equal to the task. They hang on to him for dear life. Goes back to Fuka, pushes it out to Tanner Smith. Tanner Smith off to the lock forward in Leka Halasima. There's a lot of ball movement in and around this team as Fuka.
Oh, they've got to move up, boys.
He is working so hard, young Fuka, and also Tanner Smith early in this game. Tanner Smith in a dummy half. Gets it out there to the lock forward. Leka Halasima, but there's an error as they chucked it around. Good defence by the Rabbitohs, Brownie.
Yeah, great defence there from the young number 9, Herring. PJ Herring put his body on the line and the Warriors came up with an error, but geez, he's causing us all sorts of problems. The number 9 for the Warriors, Fuka.
Yep.
And what a player he is.
South Sydney be wishing he went to the rugby union, but at the moment, he's really causing dramas as we go behind the camera. Steve Maven.
Well, you're watching this on our George's camera. George Street in the city. They're proud supporters of us here on Bunnies TV. But just like I was saying, I'll see if I can see if the Rabbitohs players, they're all sitting in the stands here. We just saw Corey Murray, father of Cameron, come in. And so it's a bit of a who's who of rugby league here today. We've got a player coming off there.
We've got Setafane Sele. He's heading into the locker room. And they just brought on Lennox Smith, number 15, a strong, built low to the ground, powerful back rower.
Well, boys, it's quite warm here today, and it looks like they've scheduled a couple of drink breaks throughout the game.
Yeah, so,
and
what have you got there, Brownie? Let's have a look.
Well, we may as well have a drink with our Bunnaby water.
Yeah.
Great supporters of Bunnies TV.
Water with a purpose.
Water with a purpose.
Yeah.
And they support the Gajaga Foundation.
They do, which the Gajaga Foundation supports Aboriginal learning. So they're a great organisation, and so all of our sponsors are Aussie companies.
It's a company with great ethics, straight up there, Mavo.
Yep.
I love Bunnaby Water and all the people behind Bunnaby Water. Shout out to them.
Yeah. So just another mention, Trevor Gill is $100. Thank you for that, mate. You're a bloody legend. He's a channel member. He loves our show and he loves what we do. And also to the rugby league guru, Nathan. He's a star on Bloke in a Bar. So if you want to watch him there with Den and Kemp, or just go to his show, the Rugby League Guru, he looks after us.
Love listening to him, mate.
Yeah,
He's got a great rugby league mind.
He has. And
Knows the game inside out. As we're about to get this one back underway. Scrum food to South Sydney. Murray looks like it's out to Dane Towns. And they're a bit off about 15 metres there. Quick play the ball. There's Daniel Wright, the left centre.
And a shout out to all you Warriors supporters over in New Zealand who couldn't make it here to Redfern today and got the opportunity to watch it on our live stream.
As
live
Thomas
and
Fletcher
free
breaks a tackle
on Bunnies TV.
Good run by Thomas Fletcher there, Mavo.
Yeah, he's good with the ball and in defence. So he's got his team on the front foot here.
And we get it out to the nephew of former Rabbitoh Paul Mellor, Drew Williams. But it goes back to Hayes Mellors.
Another big carry from
Mellors.
Mellors.
4 or 5 people pick him up. He attracts a lot of attention, Brownie.
Yeah,
Well, he does. He's a big body. He's very tall and rangy.
Well, that could have gone either way there, chaps, because I think the legs went into the vertical position. So the ref and the touchy both saw it and they let it go.
We'll go with the referees here. We'll never bag a referee here.
No.
One of the toughest jobs in the game is JC.
Yeah, bloody oath. Shout out to
Gets driven backwards here about 25 metres out from his own line, Mova.
Shout out to Gavin Badger. We've had him on the show. He's a great friend of us here. And also Scott Hoskin, who's another...
We love Hocko.
Yeah, another referee that does a great job in the juniors. Now we've got they've knocked it on there, so I think we're going to get a repeat set here, chaps, and some great field position. We'll just have a look at the scoreboard for Darryl Lee. Warriors 6, Rabbitohs 4, 15 minutes 40 to go. And Brownie, we got someone in the chat.
Yeah, and a shout out to Damo who donated $10. Love your work. Cheers, legends. And a big thank you to Damo.
Yep. Thanks, Damo. Good on you, mate.
Everyone that donates to this channel, like we said before, we do this as a hobby. And all the money does go back into the business and providing great content for you guys. As the Rabbitohs go on the attack down the left-hand edge again from the scrum.
Murray out to right. Look, there's only been a couple of tries here. Tyrone Munro scored a try and also Fuka for the Warriors. They converted it 6 points to 4. South Sydney push it in really hard. Driving, running around near the left-hand goalpost. Bit of a slow play the ball. I think the halves would like it a bit earlier as Liam LeBlanc gets to try and get into a bit of a hit and spin situation, but the Warriors are equal to the task. He gets a quick play of the ball away. It's out to Hawkins, long ball out to Drew Williams. Drew Williams dummies, dives over and scores in the right-hand corner. And that was a well-worked play off the back of a really nice play the ball from Liam LeBlanc.
Well, unlike the last try where we went down the left, this time we go down the right-hand side, chaps. We mucked around the middle of the field and then we decided to come down the right-hand edge. It was a nice pass there from Herring from dummy half.
And the long ball from Hawkins put him into space.
Yeah, and got on the outside of his man, and Williams goes over for the second try for the Rabbitohs, and that takes us to 8 points to 6 with 14 minutes to go.
Yeah, that was beautifully worked there. So we've had a try in the left corner to Ty Munro, which wasn't converted, didn't convert his own kick. And then we've had a try here to Drew Williams. As I said, the nephew of Paul Mellor, one of the youngest players to ever play the game of first grade. You blokes would have played with him. Come back to the Rabbitohs and late in his career and made a semi-final, broke a big semi-final drought for the Rabbitohs. He went to Manly for a couple of years and he's come back to the South Sydney Rabbitohs. We're lucky to have him back. Drew Williams as Ty Munn lines this one up.
Shannon Donato just walked in from the Rabbitohs, and Paul Mellor is a great man. He plays golf at Eastlake Golf Club too. He plays there, my mate Paul Regoni, and we've had a super thanks come through from Phil Brunner, channel member, for $20. Thank you, Phil. Thanks for your support, you legend. So you can do super thanks like that. It's a little animation, or you can do a super chat, And either way, we'll see it here and we'll read your name out on the show.
They really worked him over around the post there. I think it was JC with a hit up. It was a bit of a slow play of the ball. As Tai Mun looks to bend this one back, it just held its line out to the left. That's 2 unconverted tries by the Rabbitohs. South Sydney Rabbitohs 8, New Zealand Warriors 6. 12 minutes 50 seconds to go in the SG Ball Clash. Round 1, historic clash here. First time South Sydney have ever played the New Zealand Warriors. 2 300-game absolute NRL legends coaching against each other. Adam Blair making his debut. Johnny Sutton's been in the coaching ranks for a couple of years, and he's at the helm of the South Sydney Rabbitohs. I think he'd like what he sees so far, Brownie.
Yeah, well, he would. And, every time we've got down there, we've come away with points. And we've got a nice bit of ball movement throughout the team. And more importantly, we've got some nice carries off our outside backs.
And Cillian Nixon has just given us $1. So thank you. It all counts. We appreciate that, Cillian. So thanks for helping us out here as well. Good run
big
there.
carry.
And here goes
Rosati coming off the bench, making an impact as little TJ Herring, who won the Harold Matts Grand Final only a couple of years ago with Manly.
And
LeBlanc gets a carry in the middle of the field. 45 metres out from their own line as Murray commands the ball. Has a second man out the back to Dane Towns. The fleet-footed fullback gets an offload back on the inside to the centre, Daniel Wright, who's a flyer himself. But, geez, Dane Towns look good.
We're causing all sorts of trouble down that left-hand edge as we bring it back to the middle of the field. There was a 6 again called there, so we've got a full set of 6 on their line. Tyrone Munro takes off from dummy half.
Oh, great run, but previously there by Thomas Fletcher and also backed up by winger Tyrone Munro. They win a penalty as the Warriors look. They're on their heels a little bit here.
Yeah, well, that was a good set, boys. They just marched through them down the field, and look where they've ended up.
Some huge carries in that set of 6, Mavo, wasn't there?
Yeah, great set of 6, and now they're in a good attacker position.
So they've decided to play on here. They didn't take the 2 points.
Well,
they got tries in
see
them.
how it goes. LeBlanc around the middle of the field with an offload to Rosati. Rosati just stopped and propped there for a minute. Was a bit indecisive with his decision.
It's on down the left-hand side.
Short ball. Thomas Fletcher.
Oh, he must have
just
been
missed
short.
by a half a metre. Crash ball.
Oh, penalty in the ruck area.
Okay.
Didn't play it properly.
Didn't play the ball properly, but he was actually crashing over there. The big Rabbitoh middle.
We're just going to watch the replay here.
That was a let-off there for the Warriors. They were under pressure, and they're blowing hard, the big fellas from the Warriors.
Thomas Fletcher just comes up short.
They've gone a double crash ball here. JC actually would have scored had he not conceded the penalty in the previous ruck. But anyway, that's the way it rolls. 8 points to 6. South Sydney 10 to go in the first half. Round 1 of this historic SG Ball clash. They've never played each other before. As the Warriors get it 40 metres out from their own line. Really good field position here as Fuka gets it out to the big centre. Patrick Moi, who had been tipped off, has got a big future about him. And they go again to the lock forward. Halasima, who's been busy in the opening exchanges. Tanner Smith really flat as they go around the back of him. Out to the 5'8 there, Pilupa, who's done a lot of the kicking here. And it's a nice kick into the corner to Towns. They're trying to pin him down there as they pick him up and try and drag him into the in goal. It was a nice kick chase by the Warriors, Brownie.
Yeah, well, that's where you want to end up your sets is put him in the corner and then get off your line and defend your set. And this is where our Bunnies boys need some big, tough carries.
Oh, big shot there over the top.
Tyrone Munro comes in and does one of them tough carries that we were just talking about.
And looks like we've had a change on the for the Rabbitohs there. Just gone to their bench. Number 19 comes on, and that is Jacob Vieru, the big on jumper number 19. As we work the short side there, TJ Herring out of dummy half. No one home.
40-20. Oh, just out on the full.
Oh, jeez.
I think
it wasn't much. I like the idea.
I thought it was a great idea, and it was a great kick too, chaps. It's just probably just over-kicked it a little bit as we look at the replay.
I don't know if I get it. I might just get the end of it.
It just lands on the line, I think. I think it was the right call.
Well, mate, we've got to go with the referees here. As I said, they got a very tough job, the referees. And
yeah, it was on the line.
Yeah, if you touch on the lines out in rugby league, as you know, on the lines in tennis. We've just had the Australian Open here for a couple of weeks there. And no offence, but I'm glad to see the back of tennis and cricket as rugby league season is upon us, boys. The greatest game of all. It's huge down here in Sydney.
And to everyone out there live chatting, we thank you very much. We'll try and get across most of the chat throughout the day.
So the score and time is it's 8-6 to South. Oh, they've dropped the ball. 8-6 to South, and there's 7 minutes 40. We'll just show you the scoreboard rather than me saying it, but that's what we're looking at. So it's been a tight game. 2 tries to South, 1 try to the Warriors.
There hasn't been much in it. They look really promising, both sides. And they're a big side, the Warriors. I like what I've seen from their back 5. They've got a great hooker. The front rowers playing well, so they're not far away.
The hooker's outstanding. The only thing concerning for the Warriors is they're coming up with probably too many errors on the early tackle counts, putting themselves under pressure. As we go on the attack, and
Hayes Mellors comes back on the inside.
Oh, he's good on his feet, boys, isn't he? He's very elusive.
He's got the braids.
Geez, he looks classy, number 1, Dane Towns.
Oh, does he what?
A talented sport family. Michael, his dad, was a great player. Great tackle, but an offload
away.
Vince, you talking about Vince?
No. Towns, Dane Towns.
Towns. Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about Mellors, sorry.
Well, Mellors, same again. Talented sporting family. We've got sport everywhere.
As LeBlanc gets an offload out the back to Murray. Murray does a little goose step, pushes it out to Daniel Wright, beats one, gets the arms free, but early in the tackle count, we've got to hang on to it here as both sides have been dropping a bit of pill as they get it out in front of Murray. Murray hands it off. The big Thomas Fletcher lands on his front again, gets out in front to LeBlanc. Blanc was going to play the front man.
The Jai Arrow style player he is.
Wants to go through the front door instead as we get out to Hawkins, who produced that long ball before. Little grubbery kick, still alive. Warriors pick it up for their own in goal.
There's the great man Bull just come past there.
Bull Donnelly.
As the Warriors earn a penalty coming off their line, that's going to be an easy 30-metre gain here for the Warriors.
We've let them out of trouble a little bit here. That might be a little chat at half-time for Coach Johnny Sutton. Other than that, they've been pretty strong here today, South City. Some nice ball movement. When they do get a quick play of the ball, they're quite happy to pull the trigger on both edges. I like the fact that we've scored down both sides as opposed to last week where it seemed to be all left side heavy. And look, I mean, there's plenty of people that have stood out here as the Warriors get some good field position again through the big centre, Patrick Moy. A name familiar to NRL players as we've got an offload as the bench hooker comes on the field, and Jericho Philippi.
And I spoke about that in the pre-game show, chaps, the offloads. We've got to contain them. And a shout-out to Warriors Uncut from New Zealand who just donated $7.99. Thanks for the stream, guys. Go the Warriors. And we love bringing the game to you guys over there.
Live and free on Bunnies TV. And the Warriors are on the attack here. And dangerous side, boys. The Bunnies will have to be on their game here in defence.
He looks a little live wire, the bench hooker, as they turn the big Patrick Moy underneath.
I wonder if he's related to Fui.
No, I don't think he is, Adam Blair said. I don't think he is. He's got a nice bounce. As they go in the corner, the grip. And that was number 5, Seo Carley. Geez, the bounce of the ball has gone the Warriors' way when they have put it in out the back. That was a nicely worked short side raid.
It certainly has, Taps. 2 tries off 2 kicks, and the bounce of the ball has gone their way on both of them tries. They worked down that short left-hand side with a nice little kick there from Pilu and got the bounce of the ball, and once again they go over.
Nice kick by Pilu, but I like what I've seen from the bench player number 14 who's come off. They've given Fuko a spell, and Felipe Talasau, very sharp out of dummy half. He's got the Warriors on the front foot, some of those forwards coming onto the ball, and they've given the kicking duties to Nabarisi. I think that's a Fijian surname, so I'd say he's got Fijian heritage, the fullback. We haven't seen a lot of him, but what we've seen of Nabarisi, he looks a handful as he lines this one up about a metre in from the western touchline. Moves in. Not a nice strike there. He just missed it over to the right-hand side.
So, and a shout-out there from Colin Pearce. He's a first-time viewer of the SG Ball, 27-year Warrior fan. nice hearing Aussie commentators being fair in comments to both sides. Well,
there you go.
Appreciate that,
not only are we live and free, we're fair and free here on Bunnies TV. Don't worry about that. We love our New Zealand
There's Blairy there.
countrymen over there. We won't forget the Anzacs, mate.
I'm sure
side
Adam
by
Blair,
side many years ago.
with 2 minutes to go, or 3 minutes to go in this first half, Adam Blair, well, he probably have positive and negatives for his team.
Well, they haven't had a trial against anyone over here. They were doing inter-squad trials, so I suppose he wasn't sure what he had on his hands until you get over here against these big competition of these Sydney clubs. And South Sydney got a fair talent roster, so they've done really well.
Oh, they have, chaps. And look, Warriors is COVID's devastated the Warriors for a number of reasons. We all know that they had to leave home, and the whole club has suffered, and the fans have suffered as well. So look, I'm just glad this bloody COVID thing, hopefully we've put it behind us as they go.
We won't ever forget the sacrifice the Warriors made, because we wouldn't have had a competition had the Warriors gone home. They had an opportunity to go home. And the sacrifice they made will never be forgotten here in Australia as they get it out wide. The basketball pass over the top, gets it out to Moi Moi. Moi Moi 2-on-1. Decides to take the tackle. Smart play here. 2 minutes to go on the clock. Warriors lead 10-8 over South Sydney Rabbitohs and the SG Ball as we get it out to Pilu. Pilu chips in behind. Picked up by Matthias Haslam.
The slips catch there from Matthias.
I haven't said his name a lot today, Haslam, in the headgear.
He's a good player. He's a good try-scoring back rower.
Yeah, providing we hold the ball here, boys, we're going to go on the attack. And at the back end of the set, we're going to be able to have a strike play.
Taiman in at dummy half, looking for a scurry. Gets outside the markers, bends his way well into Warriors territory. 38 metres out from the Warriors line. Herring clapping for the ball. Short ball out to Daniel Wright, the centre. All the backs looking to roll the sleeves up here.
A minute to go.
In a minute to go. They're going to hit the left again. Murray out to Big Thomas Fletcher, the country boy. Campbelltown St Greg's product, Australian schoolboy, New South Wales emerging Blues squad. As we move it out to the centre, Veyru out to Hawkins. Hawkins chips it over the top, taps it back. Is that a live ball? It's a bit scrappy. What's the referee going to rule here? It might have been knock-on first Warriors. I think it is.
Warriors.
We might have a scrum. 50 seconds to go. South Sydney be looking to pack a quick scrum here.
It is. It's going to be a Rabbitohs feed. They've got to pack the scrum.
Well, to play the ball, because it was the last tackle, so they're going to get in the middle here.
There we go. Quick play the ball.
Oh, no.
No,
they're going to pack a scrum.
So they've got to pack it quickly, and all the refs stop the clock. No, he hasn't. There he
has now.
We've got Johnny next to us here doing the clock.
28 seconds. Johnny's got all his South gear on.
Yep. Shout out to you, last day's ministry. Thank you, commentators. Well done.
I'll tell you what, you can't see it online here, but this crowd has swelled right up. We've got about 500-600 people here on hand. I could be underestimating it. As we get this feed out to the right. Drew Williams in a bit of space. Shows the ball. Turns Mellors underneath. Mellors comes back. Nice tackle from the lock forward from the Warriors. That's Halasima.
18 seconds.
Tackle down low as we go wide. LeBlanc backs his way towards the try line. Quick play the ball. Oh, it's a knock on before half time, and that'll do it. That'll do it before half time as we count it down 8.
That will.
7, 6,
a bit
5, 4,
unfortunate
3 to
there.
1.
It looked like there was a hand in the tackle. Could have gone either way from the penalty. And there it is, a half-time hooter sound, and the Warriors go into the break 10 points to 8.
Yeah, they worked it down the right-hand side. Drew Williams trying to link up with his winger, Hazen
Hang on a
Mellors.
minute. What's he doing? Is he going to give him? Is he giving a caution, or is he just going to have another play, or no?
Oh, it might be a penalty here. Has he heard the siren? I don't think he's heard the siren.
If it's not a penalty, then
well, they got the ball, so
yeah, maybe he's going to give him one play.
All right. He's having a chat to the South Sydney players at the moment. He's got Setafane Sele, the brother of Hame Sele, and Captain TJ Herring.
And a shout out to Damon Anderson, all the way from Bathurst. Terrific coverage, watching from Bathurst. Redfern Oval has changed since 1967. Well, it certainly has there, Damo. He also donated $20, and we thank you very much for your contribution to this channel. But yeah, Redfern Oval, I grew up probably 100 metres down the road. It certainly has changed, Mavo. We played many games here.
We did, mate.
Many grand finals. The old grandstand, the old hill on the eastern side. The scoreboard's gone. But look, the area itself is still wonderful, and I love growing up in this suburb.
Not sure what's going on out here, boys. Maybe we missed something, or we got touchies out there. It's anyone enlighten us maybe on the live stream that saw something that we didn't. Someone on report, is there, or is there an allegation of something? Has someone bit someone, or I don't know. I don't want to make any accusations.
Coach Johnny Sutton, he's got his hands folded. He's a bit concerned. He's not sure what's happening. Adam Blair's down on the sideline. It's all happening here down at Ironmark High Performance Centre at Redfern.
There's an accusation. A bloke's been called out. He's just grabbing his wrist. What's he saying? He's saying, all right, what's happened here? So I don't know.
We'll leave that up to the officials, but they will go into the break in front. The Warriors 10 points to 8 after all this is sorted out. But a great half of footy there, chaps. Very exciting. Some exciting footy from both teams.
Early in the season, you're going to get errors, so they're still trying to work their way into the season. It is round one, but a lot of talent in this South Sydney side, and plenty of good young players for the New Zealand Warriors. We're so happy to have you all online here across the ditch.
And Phil Brunner, just a channel member, he said, can you guys replace Fox and Channel 9 and bias call the first grade this year as well?
We'd love to, Phil.
I don't know if we're that good there, Phil, but we're doing our best, and we love bringing the coverage to you guys out there who have jumped on the live stream.
So someone's got on report there, so
not
we don't know what
just
happened.
In Sydney, Australia, but all over the world. We've Karina Huss is over in Germany watching.
Karina Haza, yep.
We've got a lot of people there from New Zealand, a lot of family and friends of the Warriors players here as Warriors go into the tunnel for the first half break.
There's both sides a nice healthy little clap off.
I like the look of number 9, chaps, from the Warriors. Fuka. What an exciting young player he is.
Fuka, mate. I mean, Adam spoke to us about him
boys.
prior to kick off, and he said he could have went to rugby union. There's a couple of them like that, and you can imagine that over there. They're probably the bigger, powerful clubs over there.
So just so you know, we're going to stick with the live coverage during half time. We might try and get some people up here. We've got Dave McAleany's walking past. Hey, Macca. How are you, buddy? Botany boy, former Botany Ram. Do you want some stickers?
Might be able to get Shannon Donato up here.
Shannon, yeah.
CFO.
But yeah, like we said, chaps, Fuka, an exciting young player. He came up with a try, individual try, an outstanding try at chip and chase, and created plenty of opportunities with his power running out of dummy half.
Yeah, he certainly did. He causes a hell of a lot of trouble down the middle there. He had a kick over the top, regain. Both their tries have come off kicks where they're fortuitous bounces, but you make your own luck here in rugby league, and it was Ken Seo scoring the second try, and Fuka scoring he scored the first try. The second one was Seo Carley, and they converted only the one conversion there to Fuka. The South Sydney Rabbitohs, it was Tyrone Munro down the left-hand side, and didn't convert his own try, and Drew Williams on the right side, both unconverted. 10-8.
The positive thing about that, chaps, is we scored on both sides of the field. Last week we were a little bit left-hand dominated, but we got strike power on both edges, and we scored a try on each of the wings, and really excited about them two players in terms of Tyrone Munro and Hazen Mellors.
And we're lucky enough to be joined here by Shannon Donato from the South Sydney Rabbitohs.
G'day, chaps.
G'day, Shannon. How you going, mate? All right?
Good to see you both.
Hi, mate. What have you liked here in the first half, mate?
Oh, I think we're definitely on top when we hold the ball, and we've got strike power everywhere. We've got Dane Towns coming from the back. You've got Tyrone Munro. But the thing I probably haven't liked is we haven't consistently kept them under pressure. We always let them off the hook. We dropped the ball twice within their 10. Some silly kicks. They score a try. We kick the ball dead. With these Warriors sides, particularly in this heat, you've got to hold the ball, and they'll just knock up doing the defence, but we just haven't kept them under pressure.
Let them off the hook a little bit easy, Brownie.
Yeah, we've got some exciting young players out there, Shannon. Tyrone Munro is one of them, and Hazen Mellors both on the wings.
Yep.
Great, both young players.
Absolutely, and I mean, that's another point. They're both tall, big guys that can jump. They're a foot taller than both their wingers, yet we haven't kicked to them very much, particularly when we're attacking their quarter. But yeah, some absolutely great strike weapons. As I said, Dane Towns from the back. Hawkins getting around the park really well. They're doing a good job.
And what about your former hooker yourself, mate? You might like the look of the New Zealand guy. That's Fuko, mate. He's been outstanding. A little kick over the top, regathered himself, knocked over Dane Towns and converted his own try.
Yeah, it was a very, very solid try from a very solid player. He'd be a hard little bull to tackle, but you know, that's the kind of thing the Warriors, they'll pull those kind of things out of their backside, but if they don't have the ball, they can't do it.
Yeah. Shannon, we're on the eve of the NRL Premiership about to start. How's the membership going?
Yeah, membership's great. We're just shy of 30,000, so we're about 1,000 members in front of where we were at the same time last year. So the Rabbitohs family continues to grow, and as we all know, members are the lifeblood of the club, so we're really appreciative for the support, and we're very confident we've got a side that's going to do us proud on and off the field this year.
And we're looking forward to Mudgee, the annual Charity Shield, which is down there again this year. It's a great weekend for all you members out there.
Yeah, it's become a real fixture on our supporters' calendar, the trial in Mudgee. Everybody loves it. It books out for kilometres around in terms of accommodation. That's how popular it's become. And it's always, I guess, from the Rabbitohs for the last 35 years since the Charity Shield's been running, it's the unofficial start to our season. So we're looking forward to seeing some of the boys have a run out there. And then before that, we've got the game up the Central Coast this Friday night coming up.
And speaking of away games, throughout the season, we've got a number of away games, and we're travelling away for 5 weeks on the road later in the season.
Yeah, and it's not just us, it's every club. The FIFA Women's World Cup's on during that period, so all of the major stadia in Australia are blocked out. So, you know, Accor Stadium, Allianz Stadium, SCG, even Gosford Stadium's actually out of play during that time. Amy Park down in Melbourne. So we've had to find alternate venues to play our home games, and we're taking one to Sunshine Coast that we've always sold out and been popular up there, one to Cairns that we've always sold out, and we're back to Perth this year, which I'm sure a lot of people remember. We played the first ever game at Optus Stadium and played a double-header there at 4,000 right it was.
I watched the cricket there last night, and what a great venue, and the atmosphere was amazing.
Fantastic venue. Yeah, they really lay it on thick for us, Perth and the WA government and the great guys at Venues West Australia. So we get looked after really well, and I know the boys are going to spend some time in camp over there and up in Cairns as well. So for those members and supporters that are travelling up there, if you're there early enough, you'll probably be able to see the boys around town.
Yeah.
And we've been doing a bit of a series on the SG Ball with former coach Graham Hill. And we go through your side, and he mentions you as one of his real talents out of that side. What do you remember about playing in the SG All level that we're seeing here today?
I watched that piece, and I've got to say that was very humbling from Niggsy. He's coached some of the best players to ever come through, and for him to say such nice words actually really meant a lot. I've got to thank him personally. But this game today, I was just talking to Paul Mello. I run into Paul Mello here, and he said, I think your standard, like they're playing an NRL style of football. Probably the only thing, as I said, is we're not keeping the pressure on and finishing our sets properly. But besides that, the standard of football is excellent.
It's the first time we've ever played the Warriors at this actual level, under 19s, and we've got our pathways in order at the moment. It's producing plenty of good players over the last 20 odd years. How important is it for the Warriors to get that pathway structure so they can be competitive in that first grade side?
Oh, absolutely. I think, bringing them in at that level and inducting them into what we call the Rabbitohs way is really important, because those players, as well as the local juniors, they'll dive on hand grenades for the clubs. They'll stay at the club when they come to the elite level for less. They'll bleed red and green, and that extra discretionary effort because they're buying in. So rather than buying a player at NRL level, it's so important in terms of the culture of your club and obviously the future of bringing through those great players.
Well, speaking of the future, we spoke to Adam Blair just before the coach, and he did indicate that this is the only pathway system at the moment. They're looking to try and introduce a jersey flag within the next year, and obviously down the track further sides as well. So it's great for the development of the New Zealand players.
Yeah, I'd strongly encourage them to do so. We've spent about $2 million in taking on the pathways. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that our New South Wales Cup had to go and play for the Bears. Yeah. The juniors, South juniors who run our grassroots footy, the Coogee Wombats and the Coogee Dolphins, they handled the junior reps. But in the last 2 years, we've made that significant investment, as I said, which has cost us millions, but it's about producing future players who are superstars, rusted on and love the club.
We've got some great coaching instructions in our pathways. None better than John Sutton, the 300-gamer himself. What would he be saying to the South Sydney Rabbitohs under-19 side now to finish this game off?
Right now, he wouldn't be saying much because he's just walked out. He's walking over there with Joe O'Callaghan, but
he's left it up to all the players.
Yeah, I reckon what he might have said was, for 70% of our sets, 80% of our sets, we're doing really well in defence and attack, but we're just not finishing well. Yeah. And you know, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but you've just got to keep the pressure on. You've got to, you know, finish putting the ball in the end goal, tackling the in goal, get another repeat set, get those dropouts, make sure that you make them work off their line, off kick returns. The more ball we hold, the more they're going to knock up, and we should be able to finish over the top of them.
Well, just saying that Adam Blair's still in good nick. Sutto's still in good nick. Brownie's still in good nick. Me and you, Sham, we need a bit of work.
You're doing all right, Mavo. For me, I thought you were going to have to take that camera back an extra 10 feet, take it back to Phillip Street to fit me in the shot.
I actually played a game of touch football with Johnny Sutton yesterday, and he left me for dead many a times, but so many people have. Don't worry about that.
Anyway, Shane, maybe we won't take up too much of your time. Thanks for joining us on Bunnies TV.
Guys, really appreciate
and thanks
it.
for all your support, mate, over the last couple of years, mate. And we continue to build that relationship going forward.
Absolutely. Like, I just want to say thank you to you guys. You guys provide an invaluable service to our members, particularly covering our junior rep and pathway. So thanks for all the great work you're doing. I know our members and supporters love you guys.
Just to let you know, we're all around the world. We've got people watching from Minnesota. We've got a heap of people and family and friends from New Zealand as well. So, so it's going well, and we look forward to the second half.
As the boys take the field. Yep.
You've got my brother watching from his office too. He's pretending to work, but he's texting me, so he's clearly watching the stream as well.
MUA here to stay.
Indeed. Good luck, boys, for the second half.
Thanks, Shane.
He played SG Ball too for the Rabbitohs.
Yes,
Nathan Donato. So.
And thanks, a shout out there to Warriors NRL Fanatics who donated $7.99. The junior pathways is so important and crucial to the club. Yes, exactly what we just spoke about. Warriors NRL, the pathways is very important.
Yeah, so thank you for the donation. And now we'll just
go to our sponsors.
Bunnies TV is proudly brought to you by Darryl Lee, George's Cameras, Sight Pizza, the Juniors Gripper Clubs, Dot Build Constructions, NG Farah, Bunnaby Water, and Blast Pit.
There you go. So, yeah, Blast Pit. It'd be a good day for a Blast Pit up there, Brownie. I think you're jumping in the ice bath with Nick.
I was with Nick yesterday. I had a swim with him down at a beautiful little bay. And the water clarity at the moment and the temperature at 26.1 degrees for all you New Zealand viewers online. It's like having a bath when you go for a swim here in Sydney at the moment. The warmest temperatures in nearly 10 years as Ty Munro gets us underway as he kicks into that nor'east breeze. About 26 degrees here at game level down here at Ironmark High Performance Centre, Redfern. There's a nice little kick chase there, met by Sedavane Sele as the Warriors do a bit of ball movement, but South Sydney getting in and driving low. They'll be looking to just complete a set here to start this one, Brownie.
Well, so far they've started the second half with a lot of intent and commitment with their defence, but that's got to continue for the next 35 minutes, chaps, because the Warriors are leading 10 points to 8 and they're on the charge.
Well, that's the fullback Nabarisi with a big carry. Actually, it was the right centre, so I couldn't see the number there. Fayamani, he looks like a handful too, really thick up top. The Warriors work it to the middle of the field.
Oh, look at this. Corey Bampton. Hello, Bampo. $31. Thank you, legend. What a legend, eh?
What a great Rabbitohs family name that is, the Bamptons.
Oh, yeah. Number 9.
Darryl Bampton.
One of the absolute greats, Darryl Bampton. We see him down Botany all the time, don't we, Brownie?
Yes, we certainly do. I was with number 9 only a couple of days ago. Number 9.
I think he used to do Shannon's job. So Shannon Donato, he's the corporate manager of South. He does a lot of stuff, but that was what Darryl did back in the day too, I think. Or he was like the secretary. Oh, maybe Corey, you can maybe correct us.
He done everything in the club. Went from player, manager, CEO, he done it all. Captain, coach, captain, everything.
So the Warriors completed a set there, I think, and the Bunnies got the ball. They've got to work out from their own line.
And there's a bird on the field as it just takes off.
It's got a decent nose on it too. It's got a hooter as Ty Munro takes the offload, fleet-footed Tyrone. Our wingers are really happy to do the work here early in this second half as we go short side to Thomas Fletcher. Love the look of Thomas, real aggressive forward. I know Sam Burgess has been trying to get him to get his aggression up, and he's a real star of the future.
Well, it's working
today,
chaps.
The boys push it up through the middle there through Vieira.
Yeah, it's working today, chaps. He's had some tough carries, put some shots on him. Brownie, we've got someone on the chat too.
Yeah, YT just donated $10. Big thank you. Brilliant.
Back to the action. Drew Williams, 2-on-1. He's got Hayes Mellors on the outside, brings it back underneath.
We've got someone injured in the back play here.
Smart play. We've got a player down out the back.
So we're playing with 12 men here,
shot
chaps.
Late. He looks like he's in a bit of a pickle. We might stay with the...
that was Michael G, your IT guy.
there you go.
Thanks, MG,
As
for
we-
the donation.
Oh, is that a try?
he
He's
lost the ball over the line. South Sydney surged forward. He tried to rip the arm free, Setavane Sele. Yeah, and he's coughed it up over the line. But a nice set of 6 either way. That right edge is starting to cause troubles for the Warriors.
Who is that on the ground there, boys? Is it?
That's Liam LeBlanc.
Okay.
Liam LeBlanc might have took a little shot in back play. The fresh Coogee resident, he's down at Coogee. Geez, that's a tough place to live, Coogee, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
They get about 100,000 people on the beach there for you New Zealand fans. That's beautiful beach, Coogee.
And a shout out to Michael, MG,
Michael,
I like to call him. He's our IT bloke who's helped us immensely with all our content and everything that we've done.
Hello, legend.
That's Hame.
Amawera. How you going, all right?
His brother's on the field there. Not too bad. Setafano's playing well, mate. There's plenty of fans here
So I think we got
to watch the first game of the season.
Paul
Now our Harold
Mellor.
Matthews had a bye.
Paul Mellor there in the blue cap, Brownie.
Yeah, his nephew's playing the right centre. Williams.
Try scorer today.
Sorry, back to the action.
So as he tries to skip on the outside.
Oh, good
He's
run.
a power runner. Just can't see the number on the back. As he plays the ball, that's number 5. That is Siakali, who's a try scorer today. And the boys are really getting down low and driving in D. Led by Liam LeBlanc. He's only on the deck 2 minutes ago.
He's recovered.
How tough is he?
As Navarisi looks to roll the sleeves up. All right, it's a penalty. They seem to be letting them off the hook here, the South Sydney Rabbitohs, coming out of trouble. And for a big side like the Warriors, that's a blessing in disguise. They'd be loving to kick it out and reset themselves around the halfway line.
And don't forget, you can share our stream too. So there's a little share button at the bottom of this. You can just click that and share it on your socials, on your Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you've got somewhere you can share a link.
Comment, small donations. It's all welcome here on Bunnies TV, live and free.
Fayamani.
And we also do shows
Gets
during
the
the season.
offload away, Fayamani. And another big palm from Leki Halasima. He's a rampager, old Leki Hamasima.
Don't argue.
As it goes back to Felipe Talasau. Dummies. And that one there's a new bench forward on Siu Manu.
Geez, they've got confidence.
They're all running as Jericho jumps out of dummy half. Young Jericho, they've got plenty of depth in the hooker position. Don't worry about that. As it gets out to Pilu.
Well done to the Rabbitohs outside men there. They got up and chopped it off early.
They look a little short getting that right-hand corner, but they push it back to the middle through bench forward. Rodney Tuapolotu-Vaya on the field. He's got the legs pumping, big Rodney.
Bit of a breeze here. You can probably hear it in the mics. Nothing we can do about
good
that.
pickup.
Great pickup.
Great pickup from the half as they get the wide ball.
It's off the Warriors, I think.
I think it could be a dropout to
It's
me.
off South.
I think Tyrone Munro got
Off the
hands to
Rabbitohs.
it first. It was a beautiful scoop up off his shoelaces there from Kelly Lupo, and he put a beautifully timed crossfield kick, and it was contested out there by Rafael Seo.
And the Warriors NRL fanatics just said, are you guys attending Magic Round this year? Well, we don't just know at this point of time.
But yeah, we'd love to, because Magic Round,
Well,
I've heard
to
it's
be
great.
honest, we'd love to actually call South Sydney Rabbitohs games, but you'll have to
That's a short one.
you'll have to talk to the NRL and South management about
we
that
got
if
it
you
back.
want that.
Knocked it back.
The
Knock
moment-
on from the Warriors.
We're focusing on the pathways.
Well, there you go.
I can understand why they did the short drop out to Hazen Mellors. We spoke about it before. He's got the basketball background. He's
Yes,
a good
Brownie.
jumper of the ball.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it didn't come off, but we did get the ball back because the Warriors knocked on.
Well, we've seen that in the NRL last year. There was a lot of short dropouts. I think people are playing the percentage, and they're happy to sit on their line and back their own goal line D.
That's right.
And maybe South Sydney were thinking the same thing there as we got a double change here for South Sydney Rabbitohs. Setafane Sele comes off as we go left out to Murray. Murray skips it out to Taiman. Taiman beats one. He's rounded up by the second and third defender. Gets a quick play the ball away though. As Daniel Wright skips to the middle of the field.
It was great yards there from Tai.
Yeah, look
He
at
played
that.
the safe option.
38 metres out from our own line. Herring, left side, out to the big man, Rosati, I think that is. As we go right, big long ball out to Liam LeBlanc, the ball playing, lock forward, come down from Queensland,
Offload.
product of Nudgee College. And he's
went
ruled that one as a knock on. I think he pushed it out the back and it come off a Warriors player, rolled forward. There's the breaks that either go your way or they don't go your way. Right in the middle of the field, Liam LeBlanc.
Well, like Shannon Donato said just before in the the half-game show, ball completion is paramount in this game, and whoever completes highly will probably get the result, as the Warriors lead 10 points to 8 with 27 minutes to go, and they go on the attack on the 50-metre line.
Oh, they're up the side. There's a knock on. Scoops it up, Dame Towns. Look out. Oh, not play on. Okay.
What's he saying?
He's saying to come off a South player.
Oh, I didn't. I don't know. I thought that was.
Well, watch the replay. That happened right in front of us, Mavo. And
Yeah, I thought it was
and
all
that's
right.
probably a tough call there.
Yeah, I just thought, well, maybe you got to handle it that we didn't see.
Yeah, maybe. We'll just watch the replay.
That's probably why the ball went to ground. It was off a South's hand, maybe.
He skipped on the outside there, Nobarisi.
Yeah, we
And
can't really tell, but we'll go with the decision.
Yeah,
the
the
referee's always right.
couple of 50-50s not going our way, but as I said, referee's got a tough job here. As it goes back to the lock forward, gets it out to Pilu, and he turns another big man underneath. They got a plethora of big men. As we get a shout out to Daniel Berndred, the cousin of Dane Towns. He's up there at Mackay as they throw the dummy. Back on the inside, he's butchered that one. Yeah, the line wide open. And they're not easy to take, those ones,
And
but it was a little high. But
Patrick Moy just puts it down with the line wide open. It would have been a certain 4 points. He would have improved his position and come and scored under the post.
yeah, it was a short side raid. It went out in front to the 5'8", Nabarisi. He looks electric, turns it back on the inside, and yep, Patrick Moy, the young talent, has just dropped that one over the line. But the Warriors were going to skip out to a 14-8 lead with a kick to come. That could have been dangerous there for the South Sydney side.
Oh, absolutely. Well, if they kicked the goal, chaps, we would have brought it around. It would have been 16-8, and that's a two-score game. But now the Bunnies have got the ball, working it out from their line. Let's see what they can do here.
Just get back to the basics. The South Sydney Rabbitohs have just got to put their head down, get some field position, get to a kick.
That's right.
There's big Tommy Fletcher, big minutes here from Tommy. All his carries have been with purpose today. Real quality from the big man as Ty Munn, another nice little spinning scurry out of dummy half, gets it 40 out. As we go to Bailey Smith, the Botany Ram himself.
Yeah.
As he gets a nice offload, gets in behind the ruck. He's got some nice footwork about him, Bailey. Not the biggest bloke in the world, but
he can play 5'8", chaps, as well.
he's an outstanding Oztag player too.
Nice
As,
numbers here.
Murray puts 2-on-1 to Dane Towns. Ty Munro, can he come back inside? Oh. As the Warriors fans go up, Nabarisi come across in cover and absolutely wailed him there. Was that a shoulder charge though? Cocked his arm possibly. But you know
Watch
what?
on the replay.
It was a nicely worked play here. Went Murray out the back. Towns 2-on-1. Nice 2-on-1. He went to put the foot down, but Nabarisi had him covered and he cocked his shoulder, and that was a shoulder charge over the sideline. But
That should have been a penalty.
he put his body on the line there, Nabarisi. But I don't think you can do the old shoulder charge. But that's the way it goes.
Yeah, like you said, chaps, we created space down that left-hand edge. Dane Towns, a nice catch and pass, and put Munro down the left-hand edge, who scooted down the left-hand touch line, put his ears back and went for the try line. Unfortunately, went into touch, and now the Warriors work it off their own line.
Yeah, I like what I've seen there from the Rabbitohs. It didn't come off this time. He might have had some support on the inside. He might have had an option to kick it inside like he did for Jai Gray in the trial last week. As the trainer stays with Tyrone Munro, I think he would have definitely got winded out of that one, Granny.
Yeah, he
you
ended up
would have
over
got
the
winded
side.
over the years playing football, mate.
I wouldn't have been running that fast down the sideline.
You can't get enough wind in your lungs, can you?
Yeah.
It's a warm day here in Sydney.
And a great
So-
game of football here, where the Warriors lead 10 points to 8 with 24 minutes to go.
Just while we've got a break here, we are proudly brought to you by NG Farah Real Estate, and this month we're giving away free advertising to sell your home, and that can be over $5,000 in value. So
Yep.
Yeah, so it's a free marketing campaign offered by Glenn Farah and Stephanie Farah from the Farah organisation. If you are thinking of selling, make sure you give them a call. Jump on our website, you'll find their details.
knock on. The refs missed that, I think. There's a little stumbling knock on there. Sorry, Brownie.
No, you're right.
You heard the crowd say something. He might have just grabbed the ball.
Thomas Fletcher, geez, he looks strong. He's really played well, not only with the ball, but that little bit of D out on our own left edge.
Yep, YT, you're exactly right. They donated $5 and a thank you very much. Get your comment or question read by Bunnies TV. Donate and support the channel using Super Chat. Michael G. Thank you, Michael. Thank you very much, mate. Yes, and that's right. If you do donate, a small donation, we will read out your comment.
Knockback. Yep. Knocked back there by Tyrone Munro. We will call him the Gazelle. The Burrow's calling him the Gazelle. He could be anything.
Dane Towns looks for a little carry. I'd love to see him getting the clear. Dane Towns. He looks electric.
Yep.
The South looking a little bit bunched up here, trying to work their way off their own line. And Daniel Wright, the nephew of former Rabbitoh Ken Wright, former Wallaby Ken Wright. They go down to Mellors.
On the opposite side of the wing. He's came in looking for work there.
Oh, it was a big 14, 15 metre carry back to Herring to Murray. Murray gives it to Drew Williams and big
what a
shoulder,
great shot.
Big shoulder shot up top. As
he stopped Williams in his tracks.
He's had a big game, that Halasima. I really like what I've seen from him. Leka Halasima. His combination around the middle there with bench hooker Jericho has been a feature as Nabarisi is rounded up there by Thomas Fletcher.
And we've got an exciting games on our hands here, chaps.
There's nothing in it. Next to score might be the winner here. You never know, mate, with 22 minutes left on the clock.
Plenty of time left. Hopefully everyone out there is enjoying the live stream all around Australia, and over in New Zealand, Minnesota in America, Germany, all around the world.
And hopefully you're getting some Darryl Lee new milk chocolate rice bubble balls. They're our product of the month, and you'll be seeing those on the show.
How good are they?
There's something special in every bite, chaps.
And
just to all the viewers out there, let us know on the live chat if you love Darryl Lee. How good is Darryl Lee? Both chocolate and licorice. It's unbelievable. I'm a chocoholic, and the new peppermint whip is unbelievable. The dark chocolate peppermint whip.
Actually, all those people over in New Zealand, let us know if you can get Darryl Lee over in New Zealand. There you go. I'd like to know that. But I'm just going to do a little update while we've got a break in play. A couple of blokes on their haunches. The water blokes are out. 22 minutes to go in this SG Ball clash between South Sydney Rabbitohs and New Zealand Warriors. Tries to Fuka, the hooker, and also Sio Carley for the Warriors. For the Rabbitohs, it's been tries to Tyrone Munro and Drew Williams.
And just a couple of quick donations from Rob Trelaw, $5, and Nick Fitzgibbon, $3.49, all the way from New Zealand. So we appreciate every donation that comes in.
As they're on again down here, this left-hand side. They've skipped away. He comes off his left foot there. Patrick's...
Oh, great. Oh, try. Double movement.
Double movement, yeah. He was caught just a centimetre short of the line. He should have just died with the tackle there.
First of all, last line defence from Dane Towns was outstanding. He stopped the play, but unfortunately, fortunate for the Warriors, they got an offload, but scrambled defence from the South Sydney Rabbitohs to get back there and force the player to double movement and get a penalty. As the Rabbitohs...
Oh, it could have went either way, that one. I thought he had a bit of momentum there. Sio Carley down that left-hand side, who's already been a try scorer today, he is causing absolute chaos. I think he brought it back on the inside to Nabarisi, who had that absolute try save in the directly opposite corner as the Rabbits, Matthias Heslin.
A nice quick play of the ball there.
The ball's right out in front here.
Nice
Straight
ball.
through Liam LeBlanc. Nice ball there from the big man in the middle. The
nice
bench
little
forward.
tip on. That's what you've got to do, the Rabbitohs. You've got to move the Warriors defenders around.
Yeah, the bench from the South Sydney Rabbitohs coming up. Penalty strip. That was on Big JC, our front rower from the Illawarra Steelers. We grabbed him. Apparently he's really worked on his fitness, and Coach Johnny Sutton, he really likes his starting front row in Sedavane Sele.
And keep the live chat coming, guys. Swingham from New Zealand just donated $8.99. Like we said before, if you do donate, we will give you a mention.
As you probably got the score on the screen then by our cameraman.
And we thank you, everyone who has donated throughout the day.
Yeah, thanks for everyone for jumping online here.
Thanks for that.
Got some crazy numbers here online. We've done really well.
As the Rabbitohs go on to the attack, they're behind by 2 points. They need the score.
Offload by big number 19. And that's Jacob Vieira, who's starting to come into his own here. Out of dummy half, Bailey Smith. looking to catch him napping from dummy half. The ball goes out. LeBlanc on the left-hand side to Downs off his left. Can he hit and spin out of this tackle?
Great defence from the Warriors.
Yeah, good
He looks
goal
certain
line
to
D.
score.
And they come from everywhere then, the Warriors, to try and get hold of Dane Towns as it goes to Murray. Out in front, Liam LeBlanc's dropped the ball under the sticks. But if you're going to make an error, you might as well make one up that end. And now it's time to roll the sleeves up with a bit of D here from the Rabbitohs.
Well, Dane Towns looked certain to score there. There was a hole back on the inside, but the Warriors scrambled defence, and it was outstanding defence there from the Warriors for a try saver.
I can start to see Adam Blair's influence on this side. That those little 1%ers, effort on effort. That was effort on effort down there by the New Zealand Warriors SG Ball side, and he'd be very proud of them right now.
Well, the Rabbitohs did it at the other end of the field, and then the Warriors did it here. We've got an exciting game here with the Warriors leading 10 points to 8 with 18 minutes to go.
We sure do. We've got plenty of people online. You want to go to a couple of questions there, Mavo?
Just check the YouTube studio, Brownie. And the Warriors working away out on the way out here.
Okay, they're about 25 metres out from their own line. The New Zealand Warriors is a bit of a dangerous ball out in front. Well picked up by Pilu. Well picked up by Pilu. Nice offload up the middle as Fuka's back on the field. Fuka, he's been a handful. He had a big spell there from Alan Blair. He's back on to cause more havoc here at the back end of this game. The number 9 for the Warriors. What a talent he is. As the ball goes up from Cali Lupo, chased through there by Raphael Seo, and he's taken it over the sideline. That's a South Sydney feed. Oh no, they've given it to the Warriors. The Warriors feed at the moment. It could have went either way, that one. And you got to make your own luck there, but no, look, he's already made an impression. Fuka. He's a powerhouse, and the Rabbitohs are going to have to contend with him.
As we've got another drink break here, chaps. It's starting to warm up here at Redfern Oval. Probably looking at around 26, 27 degrees as we speak down there on the field. It's very hot. It's going to be tough at the back end of the game.
Yeah, southeast breeze just puffing up there. Down here in beautiful Sydney, Redfern, the suburb of Redfern. But the Rabbitohs have been training for over 100 years. Produced plenty of stars as the drinks come out. Now the Warriors didn't fly in this morning. They flew in last night, stayed at a hotel around near Mascot Airport, which is only about 10-minute drive through the traffic. So they're well rested. And they've come here very organised, and they've come here ready to play. They started off pretty hot. The Bunnies kicked out a 4-0 lead, and they ground their way back into it. But South Sydney have had a lot of opportunities down the line, just haven't been able to convert. They've let the Warriors off the hook as they worked it off their own line on a number of occasions, giving up a few penalties and stuff like that.
There's a great crowd in today, chaps, at Redfern Oval. As you can see, the grandstand is quite full.
Yeah, we've seen
it's a good standard of football too, isn't it, boys?
Yeah, we've seen Junior Tatola was in. We just saw Hame Saleh. We've got a few of the Rabbitohs are here today.
As the wind picks up here.
Blakey Taft's here. Blakey Taft, Dean Hawkins.
Tane Milne.
They're all here.
Yeah, Tane's got a couple of weeks rest at the start of the season after that. What about that semi-final with the Roosters, boys? Anyway, let's move on.
7 sin bins and whatnot. It was one of the great games you'll ever see. As the big man, number 13, brings it through the middle.
As the wind picks up here, you can probably hear it in the commentary box.
Can hear it in the mic.
The Warriors on the attack.
Long ball out to Pilu. Pilu hits his runner short. He wants it again, Pilu, on this left-hand side, and he's going to get it. They've had a bit of success as he steps off his left, brings it back to the middle. And Drew Williams, a little Bailey Smith, bring him to ground.
Was that an injury there?
And we appreciate Michael, $5 and he said, donation train, support the host, everyone sling a few bucks. Well, that'd be nice, Michael.
Thank you very much.
And we appreciate everything.
Paul Cullen, he's always supports us. $100 from Paul Cullen. What a bloody legend that bloke is. Out there at Wagga, I think he is. I've sent you some stickers, mate. We've got some Bunnies TV stickers here. If anyone wants them, let us know. We'll get them out to you.
And just while we've got a break in play, Rucker Hard sent $5. A shout out to you, mate, over there in New Zealand. Hope you're enjoying the coverage here on Bunnies TV, live and free.
Hope you're watching this. Hope you're enjoying the coverage on our George's camera.
You should be very proud of this young New Zealand side who have just been put together late last year, and they're putting it right to the South Sydney Rabbitohs here, right in their backyard and their home turf. So you should be very proud of this young New Zealand side. They're only 16 minutes away from coming up with the first 2 points of the season.
Well, it's an important couple of tackles here for the South Sydney Rabbitohs. It's very important that they turn them away and they don't score the Warriors if South Sydney want to go on to win the game.
There's a fair Warriors crowd here. We would have heard them go up when Nabarisi come across and took our own Ty Munro, who he basically grew up on this. I think he was born on this oval. Tyrone Munro. Spent a lot of time down here.
It's a great family name around Redfern, Munro.
Not actually born, chaps, but...
Well... Close.
Well, maybe.
I think he's lived out in Moree and stuff like that. But what a talent.
AN said, when is Zane Ruggless back? We're not sure.
Well, just seen Ruggo. He's here. I think he's going to play about 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay, so...
He's a talent, Zane Ruggless.
There you go, AN. He should be back within a couple of weeks.
And South Sydney 5'8", Jai Gray, he's a couple of weeks away as well. Had a slight hamstring tear. I think it was a grade 2, so... He was a bit sick and sore and sorry a couple of weeks ago in the trial, but that's the way it goes.
And shout out to Kira Herntana, who donated $1. Thank you very much, Kira.
Thanks, Kira.
Hope you're enjoying the coverage.
Oh, there's a bit scrappy out the back. It goes to Nabarisi. And the boys roll the sleeves up and put him on the deck. That's Lennox Rosati with a nice shot on Nabarisi. As it goes out in front of Kelly Lupo. He's got a good kicking game, Kelly Lupo, but well picked up by Ty Munro. That could have been anything, Brownie.
Yeah, lucky he's got a little bit of height about him, Tyrone Munro, because he had to reach fully to get that ball.
Towns has a hit up now. That's what you want to see, your fullback coming in.
They'll be looking to get a penalty here, South, just to try and get a better field position as Hayes Mellors, big carry, he keeps going. Nearly lost the pill. Offload out to Munro. Munro's got someone in support, but another offload. Back to Bailey Smith. On to Brett Hawkins, to Drew Williams. Over the halfway, there's a lot of ball movement in that one, Brownie.
Well, one more pass would have been great, but Hazen Mellors was on this side doing a tough carry and started that play off.
Sedavane Sele as Bailey Smith kicks over the top for himself, waits for a bounce. Nabarisi's there to clean up the scraps, but they're going to take him over the sideline here. No, he's about 1.5 meters out, right in that northwestern corner here at Redfern Oval.
A great passage of play there from the Rabbitohs, exciting, plenty of offloads.
Yep. Oh, there was. That was hot potato stuff, and it was all started by Hayes Mellors. I love the look of this Hayes Mellors. He's as big as a back rower. He's got all the skills in the world. Basketball background, as we said.
Karina Haas, she donated £2.
All the way from Germany.
Thanks, Bunnies TV. Great work of you guys. And Frank Vicock donated $2 from New Zealand.
Oh, the turnover.
Oh, no,
he's
asking the play. A bit of luck there for the Warriors. That could have been a turnover inside their own half.
Yeah.
So
it used to be back when we were playing. If you did that, it was a turnover. But
I think he called held, mate. So he's doing his best out there, the ref. And that's the big man. Just what a carry there from Sia Lungapo. As the ball goes through, and it just this could be good field position here for the Rabbitohs. Best one they've had for a while. They're going to start 40 out from their own line.
Yeah, they certainly are, chaps. They're going to get the ball and start the set on the 40-yard line. And by the end of the set, they should be putting in an attacking kick if they can complete their set.
And thank you to Frank Vicock, $2. All the way over from, he's a Kiwi. I don't know if he's over there or in Australia. Let us know, mate. But yeah, we're trying to read the chat. It's a bit hard because, like I said, we're calling the game, filming and all of that. But thank you for everyone that's chatted.
But if you do donate, it comes up in a big square, and just like Samuel has now. And we'll shout out to Samuel, $2. Keep it up, boys. Doing great work. Thank you to everyone who's donated, and I hope you all enjoying the live stream wherever you are. On Bunnies TV, live and free. So
I'm not sure if you said that one before, but did you say Rory Ellis as well from?
Oh, we might have missed
from South Africa.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Shout out to you, Rory. I think you might be our first South African. What's going on here?
Oh, so they didn't stop the clock. And the bloke's got a cramp out there, so the crowd just said, well, yeah, why ain't you stop the clock, ref? And he has now, so we've got 13 minutes and 15 seconds to go.
It's a very vocal Warriors crowd here, isn't it?
Boys, I'll just go off on a tangent here. Did you watch the young Australian who fought for the world title yesterday?
Liam Wilson.
Yeah, Liam Wilson.
Yeah.
He was a little bit unlucky. I thought he did extremely well.
We did.
And similar circumstances. They took a little bit of time when the Mexican got knocked down.
Yeah.
He was on the ropes, the Mexican, and unfortunately Liam couldn't finish him off. But shout out to you. Is it Liam? Was it?
Yeah, Liam Wilson. Yeah, it was
shout
Liam
out
Wilson.
To you, mate.
Queenslander
you
is.
did well.
Yeah, and also shout out to, I mean, hopefully you're not watching it because you're watching this, but the Australian Board Riders Battle, it is one of the best surfing competitions on the planet. It goes live across 162 countries, and it's board riders from all around Australia. And shout out to my team there, Marubi United. I was a former manager of that team, and we got knocked out today, so we're about to get back into the action as they carry one of these.
Just before we do, chaps, a shout out to Alex Cocking, who donated $30 watching from Adelaide, doing a great job. The City of Churches he's watching from in Adelaide.
I wonder if he's related to the great Tommy Cocking.
Yeah, well, let us know.
And Francis Birds give us $2.99. Love the live stream. Thanks, guys. And boys, I think that Liam Wilson, he might need a Nick to get his hands on him for Blast Pit in the ice bath.
Yeah, he's going to be sore. Don't worry about that. Now, another little shout out there to Janice Berriman. I don't know if she's related to Tomoko Berriman Duff or Tyler Berriman in our match team, but she said nice play from both sides, and I agree. And their scoreboard indicates that it's 10-8 to the Warriors. The only thing that separated them has been a conversion by Fuka, and he certainly turned heads here today, along with Tanner Stowers-Smith. Their back five's been outstanding, but for the Rabbitohs, mate, there hasn't been a bad player on the field either. They've toiled really well, and they're just looking for another try here.
And a shout out to Steve Murray, flat out at work again. LOL, he donated $7.99. So thanks, Steve, and don't work too hard, mate, because we're enjoying the action here at Redfern Oval, where the Warriors lead 10 points to 8 with 12 minutes to go as the Rabbitohs go on the attack.
And Brett Hawkins looking to work that right edge. And it's a real crash ball there from the Rabbitohs. Quick play of the ball in the middle of the field. Murray gets the early ball he wants. Dummies and go himself. I like that. I like to see him have a little crack himself. The halves here. Haven't seen that today.
Oh, that was solid contact. That's hurt Murray.
He's hurt Murray, the boy from Cowra. Out there in the New South Wales country.
Yep.
And he's been all over the joint. He's an Indigenous halfback, boys. He was in the under-15s Indigenous Australian team there. Mal Meninga Cup last year for Redcliffe. Played Harold Matts for Canberra. Look, the dedication that parents put in, like this bloke's from Cowra playing Harold Matts down in Canberra. What about the hours in the car mum and dad have had to do to not only go to games but training during the week and all those summer holidays?
Yeah, well, especially when you're a country boy, you've got to travel a long way for both games and training, and that's just one instance. I mean, Nick Fletcher's another one, the son, Thomas Fletcher, who plays for the South Sydney Rabbitohs, and I'm sure a lot of the Warriors families are in the same boat as well. So, yeah, shout out to all the parents,
So it looks like
all the mum and dads.
Looks like a knee issue here for young Leroy, I think it is, and I think he's okay. He might have just got a knock there, a little stinger or something. So he's going to play on. And the Bunnies have got on the attack here. They need points.
It's a 2-hour, 15-minute one-way trip to Canberra to train it. So that's you're talking about a 4.5-hour turnaround. And
this might be the last tackle too, I think. Yeah, we're going straight into the last tackle. Hawkins puts a nice kick in. Crossfield looking for Hazen Mellors to the basketball.
Goes up and catches it. Comes down with a try. The referee likes it.
Oh.
No, he's waved it off.
He's dropped it.
They went up here. Geez, that was really athletic by Hazen Mellors. He must have just coughed it up. We're on the opposite side of that, by the way, so that's the long side. But well done to the Rabbitohs there. Not too far away, and the Warriors were good enough to defuse that one. We're just looking on a replay that I'm looking at. You guys can't see it.
A penalty given away here, and we'd like to thank Brownie. Who is it?
Yeah, Renyas Cameron. I'm not sure where you're from, Renyas, but
A bit unlucky there, the Rabbitohs.
Yeah, we just watched it on the replay. It looked like that was a try over there in the right-hand corner from Hazen Mellors.
Looks like he got up above them all, got hold of it and put it down with the left hand, but he might have went out. He might have went out in the touch. Maybe, but anyway, and they've let him off the hook here again, the boys.
Thanks, Renus. Anyway, $31. That's much appreciated.
An exciting game here at Redfern. The Warriors lead 10 points to 8 with 10 minutes to go. Still a lot of time left, but
11.
the Warriors are going on the attack.
Yeah, so we've got to hold him out here.
There's Tanner Stow, big Tanner. Tanner Stowers-Smith, who's really good in the first half, and
Fuka
gets it out, but it's been coughed up by the Warriors. South are on the counter attack.
Yeah, play on.
Lucky the Warriors grabbed him. He could have been off and away.
0 tackle there.
As it goes to Dane Towns.
Good charge there from young Dane.
Big hit up from he's only a skinny fella, but isn't he tough?
Oh, he's tough, mate. He can run too. He scored a great try for us on Bunnies TV. It went viral too.
Hayes Mellors again.
He's had a big game, Hayes Mellors, with his
I think
tough
he deserved
carries.
the try before. He might get one later on here. Setafane Sele out to Tyrone Roberts off his hip. But he didn't have to throw that pass. Bit of an offload and
Tyrone Munro, chaps.
Tyrone Munro.
That's all right. We're allowed to get it wrong.
offload.
That's your first mistake of the day.
Yeah, some tough names in there too. But that was Leke Halasima who intercepted that. He's had a big game too.
We've got a lot of players down cramping.
Yeah, well, it's tough here. It's summer footy, boys. It's early February. Oh, he hasn't played that.
He's dropped that
There
ball.
we
go.
That's Harry Durbin. His brother's on the extended bench. Julian.
There you go.
Our right-hand edge players, Hazen Mellors and Drew Williams, are both cramping up. They're both stretching up.
Yeah.
Drew Williams has actually just left the field on the right-hand side over the... If the camera will pan on him, you'll see him over there. The trainer's working with him.
Oh, over in the back there.
Couple of cramps, over the back there.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Brownie, for pointing that out.
And Hazen Miller is doing some stretches there as well. It's very hot here, like you just said, boys. It's probably around 27
their first
degrees
full game these blokes would have played. They played trials, but you don't play a full trial.
Yeah, so it's I think there's 8 or 9 rounds of this competition. Then it's a top 6 competition, and late April will be the grand final as the Bunnies are on the attack. They need points. 9 minutes to go here at Redfern Oval.
Daniel Wright.
Live and free on Bunnies TV. They need points, the Bunnies.
And a shout out to Namanya Munu.
Oh, big hit.
Donated $5 from New Zealand. Hats off to everyone supporting the cause and commentators for a great job. We thank you.
Thank you very much.
We love doing this job, bringing you great content.
That's right.
And what an exciting game this is, boys. 10 points to wait with 8 minutes to go. The game's in the balance as the South Sydney Rabbitohs go on the attack.
Setafane Sele's been in everything today as they get out to Dane Towns, bending the corner on that right edge, and beautiful tackle from the Warriors 5'8 there. Pilu, he was equal to the task. Gets up a bit gingery on that ankle though. He's gone back down. He's called for the trainer. 5'8 for the Warriors. He's had a good game. He's got a nice kick on him, but it's play on here. Murray puts a towering bomb up. He's hit with a late shot. It's back to Taiman.
Gets the penalty.
But they've given a penalty. It was a big shot late. I think it was the bloke who had the error just before, Harry Durbin. He's come up and flogged young Murray.
Yeah, might have been a bit on tilt there. He was looking for a bit of payback for the mistake he made, but it's given South. South's got to kick for goal here, I think. But
young TJ Herring comes back onto the field, number 9 for the South Sydney Rabbitohs.
Are we going to take the 2 boys? I think we have to, don't we, to level the scores?
Well, we've missed both of our conversions, Mabo. I don't know how confident the goal kicker is.
He's on report.
Yeah, well, he's a goal kicker, young TJ. I don't know if he's going to take it instead of Tyrone, but I think we're playing on here.
Daniel Wright's a goal kicker as well. There's a bit of discussion in the middle of the field with...
He's put his hand up.
Bailey with young TJ Herring, the grand final winner for Manly in the Harold Mats a few years back, 221.
Yeah, and he kicked goals for Manly. I just saw
We're
that.
going to have a shot.
Yeah, we have to take it because that'll level the scores. If worst comes to worst, we get a point each. And I think a point each would be fitting the way this game's gone, boys. Both teams have.
There's a lot of chat there, boys. That was a fair hit.
TJ Herring taking a kick, boys.
Could have went either way.
Yeah,
could have went either way.
Yeah, he kicked for the Harold Mats for Manly chaps, and they won the comp. So yeah.
And the rugby league guru Nathan Durkin has just come in. Warriors' first game together in Australia in this heat. There'll be a huge handful in 6 weeks' time. No, you're 100% correct, mate.
Yep.
They're very big, they're athletic, they're fast, they're mobile, and very hard to handle, like you just said. But And a shout out to five-star Lexi, who just donated $1 from New Zealand. A very big thank you
for
to
that.
you, 5-star. He's missed it.
Oh, God.
He's missed that one. Just pulled it slightly to the left. Our goal kicking.
We'll get the ball back here.
6 minutes 15 to go here at Redfern Oval, with thanks to Bunnaby Water with a purpose, NG Farah.
But they're going to get the ball back here, so...
And a shout out to Tina Camilo, who just donated $7.99. Go number 16, Rodney Tuapulu Ave, playing for the Warriors. Go number 16 for the Warriors.
Hawkins gets it back to Saleh.
Good carry there. Now they've gone over the halfway line now. They've got the field position, boys, but there's not long to go.
Back into Warriors territories. Hazen Mellors drifts across the field and comes in with some strong contact from Tanner Smith from the Warriors as LeBlanc turns JC underneath the big Rabbitohs bookend.
Still plenty of time left here, guys. There's 5 minutes left and we're on the attack.
If they seem to be numbering up good on their right-hand side here when South do raid, so...
Maybe they did their homework on our footage from last game.
They might have watched Bunnies TV live and free on YouTube as we're bringing everything here right across the globe. You can watch it any time. There's a short ball from Hawkins.
If we don't score, we've got to try and get a repeat set here.
Yeah, there's a good defence out there.
Well held, he played the safe option.
Yeah, held the ball.
Yeah, they've sort of tightened up these offloads because we have missed a few offloads.
That's a nice kick.
Gone to ground.
He's dropped it.
It's another repeat set for the Rabbitohs. Beautiful crossfield kick in that.
No, he's playing the knock-on, chaps, I think.
Yeah. No, it's a dropout. It's a dropout.
That's a dropout.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, well, we needed that. Gee, it's 4 minutes 29 to go. Now they must score in over the next set of 6, or maybe they'll get it one more time if they're lucky. But
it's going to be an exciting finish here at Redfern Oval between the Warriors and South Sydney, where the Warriors lead 10 points to 8 with 2 minutes to go.
That's a boisterous
not
crowd
2 minutes,
here.
4 minutes.
Oh, 4 minutes. I couldn't see the clock.
4 minutes to go. Dane Towns picks it up, hands it over to JC. The Rabbitohs bookend. He doesn't sidestep at all. Big carry. He's met from some would-be Warriors defenders. Big Durbin's in there, in amongst it. There's a bit of ball moving around the middle. It was LeBlanc to Saleh. It's a nice ball movement. We go out to Hawkins. Hawkins got a bloke off his hip. Dummies goes back on the inside himself. Hawkins beats one, beats two. Offload in the middle to Saleh. Saleh out the back to Fletcher. Penalty.
Oh, we'll have to take the kick this time. Shoulder charge. Oh, it could be on here.
There's a bit of pushing, shoving. Thomas Fletcher's in there. No, it's not. It's Heslin.
Yeah. They've got to settle this one down. Refs have got a tough job here. He's only a little fella, the ref.
A lot of pushing and shoving. That's starting to settle down.
We'll have to send Darren Brown down there from Bunnies TV to sort this out. He's our muscle man on the show. I don't know how I'd go in the middle there. I'd end up getting belted. But the chaps from Rabbitohs TV here, by the way, you're joined by Darren Brown and Steve Maven behind the camera. He's also mic'd up. We've had plenty of action here today, live and free on Bunnies TV. We've had Shannon Donato, the CFO of the Rabbitohs.
The clock's still running here, boys. While he's doing these cautions, you'd think he'd call time off.
Yeah, time off. Let's look at this. You got to call time off, ref.
With 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes 45 seconds. It's a penalty to South Sydney Rabbitohs here.
There he finally
calls time off. John Sutton indicated to his watch there. We lost a good 1 minute there. Johnny.
There he is, Super
Johnny
Coach
on the
Johnny on the spot.
Johnny on the spot's the timekeeper here.
There he is, Johnny.
For the New South Wales Rugby League. Johnny, give us a wave. Johnny from Maddo, Chifley. Shops down there at Hillsdale. But anyway, it's been a good game. What a contest we've seen here today, Brown.
It's been an exciting game.
As tight as they come. Hasn't been a try in the second half. There hasn't been a point in the second half.
From end to end. Exciting game, and it's going to come down to the wire with 2 minutes 36 to go. The Warriors lead 10 points to 8. A penalty to South Sydney, and they've opted to take the 2 points.
I don't think they've got any. We don't go to golden point or anything, do we, boys? There's no extra time here. It's just Brownie's saying no. So
there's no extra time. No.
So what we need to happen here, boys, for the Bunnies. They need to kick this goal, get the ball and march downfield and get some more points if possible, maybe a field goal.
I think we're
Well,
not,
there was a
we're
game
not from
yesterday up at North Sydney Oval where it was 0-0.
No, I think that's wrong on the website, chaps. I think they're having some issues.
Yeah.
He's missed it again.
Oh, what
So
happened?
the goal kick has let the South Sydney Rabbitohs down today.
Yeah, two goal kicks from just adjacent to the left-hand post.
Well, they're going to get the ball back with 2 minutes 20 to go.
There's still plenty of time. 2 minutes to go.
Can they pull a rabbit out of the hat here, the South Sydney side?
Well, TJ Herring, he's had an absolute Joe Cocker there, but we'll play on.
This reminds me of the A-grade grand final we done live and free.
So they got 50 metres between. Well, do they work for a field goal, Brownie? Do you think that's the go?
They're behind by
10-9?
2, mate.
Oh, there you go.
You're Terry Lamb.
Oh, I thought he kicked the goal. There you go. That's why I'm cameraman and use a calling.
Big carry by Ty Munro.
Didn't GI do that too once?
42 metres out. There's a big JC. Wrangles his way well into Warriors territory. They look lined up to the right. Hawkins gets it out in front. Goes the flat man, Matthias Heslin.
Great defence there from the Warriors.
Yeah, they marked up. They were equal to the task there as Saleh muscles his way to the middle. Offload. Goes left to Murray. Murray long ball to Daniel Wright. Daniel Wright in heavy traffic, and great defence by the Warriors as the Warriors fans go up. That's been a fantastic defensive performance by the Warriors in the second half. We've had raid after raid on their line, and they just keep turning this South Sydney side away. There's been plenty of effort from both sides, and that, as the clock winds down to 50 seconds, that might be just about it for the Rabbitohs.
Yeah, the Warriors will take their time as the referee blows time off with 50 seconds to go. The Warriors lead 10 points to 8. And like you said, chaps,
we've had enough opportunities to win the game.
Might be enough for the Warriors just to get home here in this round 1 fixture at Redfern Oval.
Yep, well, that's it. And thank you for everyone who's joined us online.
No, it's not over yet, mate. There's 50 seconds to go. There's still a bit of time.
Yeah, well, they'll just run from dummy half here and run the clock out. I'm calling it, Brownie.
I've seen the Broncos win from here, mate.
The best beat South. Gordon Tallis.
They stripped Stringer, passed it over the left-hand corner and beat us in the corner. So you never know.
As Adam Blair makes his way down the grandstand onto the field, he'll be yelling out some instructions here just to run from dummy half.
He's going down to see Big Sut down there. Congratulate him. No, it's gone past Big Sut.
No, he brushed him.
That'll be after. That'll be after.
What's his instructions here? Hold the ball, run from dummy half.
No matter the result, boys, it's been an exciting game. I hope the viewers out there have enjoyed the coverage here on Bunnies TV. Live and free, all around Australia, all around the world, Germany, New Zealand, Minnesota, Adelaide.
Yeah. Auckland, Christchurch, right around our neighbours there in New Zealand.
As the wind kicks up the southeast, you can probably hear it in our mics. Apologies there. We're not in a booth. We're just in the stands with the rest of the fans.
Yep, so.
As Setavane Sele works his way to the sideline.
And Joe...
cramping up.
Joe said pity about the missed goals. Well, it certainly has, because that's let us down today. I think we've missed 4 conversions, which would have put us in a position to win the game.
And Sales Talk said, thanks for the coverage. We've got thousands of people watching now on this live stream, so it's probably been our most successful. We've got more to come. We might try and get back for next week if the New South Wales Rugby League aren't doing the Bulldogs. There's 4 games back here at Redfern next week. All the teams are on. The Harold Matts SG Ball, the Tasha Gala, the New South Wales, the Harvey Norman's Women's Premiership as the clock counts down.
Fayamani brings it 30 metres out. He's been strong. Both centres have been strong today for the New Zealand Warriors. Ben Patrick Moy and Tanner Smith, bit of footwork around the middle with a red headgear, distinctive red headgear. We got
the fans told us about him before the game.
He's a good player.
He's had a big game.
He reminds me of, remember Paliacina, the big fella, the Rhino, as they go wide. And that's it.
And there it is.